Many of our human friends, they wonder, if I can't just get out there or take hold of my desire and reach out and grab it, then I must not be the creator of my reality. If you're telling me that I just have to sit and allow, then I must not be the creator of my reality. But here's the thing, you've already done all the creation. You have already done all the creations. You set all the creations forward. The life that you live, the sifting and sorting process has already gone. The asking process has already happened. You have already asked enough for many lifetimes, and truly you'll never catch up with your source, and you never want to, because that would be against the nature of an eternal being. So it's really amazing. It's so fun to clean up your vibration, and not because you have to, because it's fun to. It's fun to be a creator in the sense where you mold the clay of your mind. Because yes, you're not here reaching out and grabbing manifestations, because the law of attraction is really, it's simple, but it's so complex in the way that momentum builds and takes it from a vibration all the way into a manifestation. So yes, decluttering your vibration is really the name of the game, because you have to start doing a thing that allows what's already in your vibration or in your vibrational reality to come into your reality, into your physical reality. That's what manifestations are. Being the deliberate creator is understanding that you already did all the work. You lived the life and you've put it all into the vortex. So now you got to do the thing that takes or lets everything out of the vortex into your reality. So how are you going to get all of your money and your empires and everything? How are you going to get everything out of your vortex into your reality now? How are you going to do that? And the best answer ever is by achieving a vibrational stance that allows everything that you want. And you know what's interesting is that when we talk about the art of allowing, well, what it truly is that you don't have to think about the subject that you really want in order to get it. It's not about focus in that sense necessarily. You could be focusing on something that you really like music or food, and everything that you want could be flowing in, because this vortex has everything that you want in it already. And all it asks of you, all your inner being needs, because your inner being has already become the vibrational version of everything that you want. So all that's ever required is that you achieve vibrational harmony, balance with it. And then that way, whatever is in the vortex can come into your mind in the form of an impulse. So when we're talking about cleaning up our vibration, what we're really talking about is not about going deep and cleaning everything out and laying it all out and dealing with all of it, because many teachers that are very well meaning, they'll tell you if you don't clean it up, then it's bound to bite you in the butt. But we know that that's against the law of the universe, because if you focus on it, you create more of it. And in many ways, that's kind of what everyone's doing. They're saying, I want this, I don't want this, I don't want this, I want this, I want this, I want this. And so there really is so much clutter in your vibration, because when you think about your desire, sometimes what you really think about is the very reason that means you want it, which is the fact that you don't have it. So that's what's more active in your vibration. And actually feel the momentum, feel this. So it's like saying, I want money because I don't want to be poor. I want money because I really want to do what I want to do. I want money so I can finally buy what I want to buy. And that's not bad, but now feel the difference between these lines of statements, or these statements. I want money because it'll just be so fun and it'll be so easy, and I know that's who I am, and feeling good is all, everything that I'm about, and money would be such a good way to facilitate all the things that I've been wanting to do. It feels like adventure, and it calls me, and you see how the momentum continues. So when we're talking about decluttering our vibration, what we're saying is find a vibrational stance and stick to it. Make a decision and line up to it. Because think about your radio. Like, you don't go to all your radio and you don't cuss out every single channel. You just understand, hey, it's like a buffet. All I have to do is find the channel that I want and stay there. And naturally, all the other channels, they just fall away. But people don't think like that. They think, if I tune to what I want, what about what's out there? What about the evil that's out there? What about the channels that I don't want? They might get into my experience. So I have to fight each and every channel. But the thing is, this is a tuning environment. It's a tuning reality. This is the law of attraction. It's all about frequency. So when you tune to one frequency, all other frequencies, they wither away because of your deactivation or your lack of attention to that subject. So this is very interesting. This brings us to a very interesting point, because what we really want to talk to you all about is about momentum, because you felt the momentum when we talked about, the money, and the money being more fun than being something that being here because you don't want to be poor. Right? Because we clarified it, so it feels good. You choose a stance. So the easiest way to clean your vibration is to go general, because when you go general, you step away from the specifics, and as you go general, you're not really having a conversation that will really put anything in, or any resistance in your vibration. It's it's easier. Going general is easier. But the thing about going general is that it seems almost illogical. It seems counterintuitive because you're like, can it really be this easy? But it's so interesting. It's so interesting to watch all of your creators, because here's the thing is that when you're out here and you achieve vibrational harmony with your vortex, because here's the thing, you know this, you're not a beginner, you understand what we're saying, you understand, you feel a resonance of your source, you know who you are. But the thing is, you get into the vortex and then you're like, where's my stuff? Where's all my stuff? You get into the vortex and then you're like, okay, universe, now, because here's the thing, you get into the vortex with that ulterior motive. You're like, I'm gonna get into the vortex, and when I get into the vortex, my money's gonna come, because you see it as like a tit for tat. You see it as like as exchange. You see it as like the ulterior motive. You approach law of attraction like you approach school, like you approach all the other hard work that you do, because law of attraction is not like that. Because when we talk about allow, we mean that you are the point of attraction, you are the creator, and it comes to you. So when you're in the vortex and you're like, okay, I feel good, where's my desire? And you're looking out into the distance and you're trying to look at your desire, you never see it. And that's what's so interesting about your inner being, because your inner being, you may let go of your dream, but your inner being never does. And you actually add more to your dreams. So your dream gets stronger and stronger and stronger. So your inner being never forgets about your dreams. And that's really why your inner being is so beneficial to you, because it's a solid point of attraction. So when we talk about momentum and we talk about going general, what we really mean is we really mean momentum. We mean you have to get the momentum, and momentum is so fun, because when you understand that you can control momentum because of your focus, and then when you add emotion, meaning you're focusing on what feels good, and then as you focus on what feels good and you understand that you can control, or you can allow, or you can decide how long you stay on a subject, so the better it feels, the more longer you want to stay there. Not because the longer you stay there, the more you'll get. The longer you stay there, it's because the more momentum, more momentum builds, the more ideas come, the more enjoyable it is. It's a more enjoyable, satisfying experience that takes away the edge, and your life is just more fun. So when you're there for the emotion and you're not there for the manifestation, then the manifestations, they have to come. But when you're there for the manifestations, when you make your statement of desire, or when you make your statement of who you are to the universe, then you're like, where's my stuff? Okay, universe, like, this is it. Like, this is where you give me all my stuff. But the universe is like looking at you like, but you're the creator though. You're the interpreter of this reality. So you're the one who has to intertwine or become one with your inner being's point of attraction. Because here's the thing, your inner being's point of attraction is mad strong, is non-resistant. So your inner being is a vibrational equivalent of everything that you want. And we know this sounds like mumbo jumbo, but truly what the best way to say it is that your inner being has everything that you want, and when you become one with your inner being, you start to see evidence of it everywhere. But the first evidence that you'll see is emotional manifestation, is the emotional manifestation, is the emotion. And truly that's the you know what's interesting? That's the instant manifestation that everyone's looking for. Because when you really talk about why you want it, when you talk about why you want your desire, then you understand. You lift the veil and you see that the reason why you want your desire is just to feel good. It's just for fun. And the more you feel good now, the more faster it comes to you. But you see, there we go again, because it has to be about the emotion. You have to understand that the emotion that you want is the prize, because when the emotion is your prize, then you always have it. Then you are the creator of your reality, and there's nothing that you can't have, because you understand that, hey, all I have to do is achieve the emotion, and then I become, or I tell the universe who I am onto this moment, a new person, because now my point of attraction is more clear than ever. And then I have to get it. But the things, the getting it is not so important. It's a re-clarifying of my vibration. It's the clarity. It's the feeling of my hands in the clay. It's the feeling of being in the creator. It's a feeling of clarifying my point of attraction. It's the feeling of understanding the power of my point of attraction, and relaxing and allowing and letting the law of attraction do all of the work. So momentum is interesting, because momentum is just an attention to a subject, and momentum comes down to impulses. Because when we're talking about creation, we're talking about a vibrational reality. But the thing about this vibrational reality is that when you have the momentum going, when you're talking about your desire and you feel good and you understand you're not taking a score of your reality, you're giving your dreams a chance. You're not killing your dreams with reality the second that they pop up in your mind. You're enjoying them. You're having a good time. So the momentum is building. And then do you know what happens? You get an impulse. You get an idea, and that idea seems so logical. And you do it, you act out it, or you follow it. You follow the impulse. And then when you follow the impulse, you're met with a manifestation, you're met with a piece, you're met with a piece of the puzzle or the manifestation itself. And it makes you a believer in law of attraction, because you knew that, hey, this has nothing to do with how much effort, how much time, how much sacrifice I made. This is truly just about how much fun I was having, because thoughts really do turn into things. This emotional vibrational reality turns into the physical reality. But here's the thing, there's no price that you have to pay. The only thing that you have to maintain is feeling good for the feeling good sake. And when you feel good for the feeling good sake, then the impulses come. But the thing about the art of following your impulses is that you're always in a receiving mode. So all an impulse really is, and this really goes, this is very important to understand, is that you can get an impulse from the receiving mode of anger. You can get a receiving mode to hit someone from the from the receiving mode of revenge. So you're always getting impulses. But here's the thing, how do you know what impulses to follow? And we're saying, well, you have to know how you felt before the impulse came. You have to know what disc that you were on, or how you felt before the idea popped into your mind, because wherever the receiving mode was, wherever the impulse came from, that receiving mode, it will tell you how that impulse will play out. So imagine you're high flying, you're having a good time, you're taking the time to prepare your vibration, because deliberate creation is about the preparation of your grid, the preparation of your vibration. Is understanding that, hey, my point of attraction is powerful, but my point of attraction is only powerful before I walk into the room. Because if I just walk into the room willy-nilly and not clear about my vibration, then I have a mixed bag. Then I'm gonna get some of everything, because that's what people are doing. They're saying, I want this, I don't want this, I want this, don't want this, and they're not letting the 17 seconds rule, the momentum to really grow in front of them and to swell for the impulses to come. Because here's the thing, no one can be that focused. No one is that focused. Everyone is splitting their energy. Everyone's contradicting everything that they want. So no real impulses come up. And we're going to get back to the impulses. So when you get these impulses, but this time they're coming from source, you were feeling good, you were feeling easy about life, you were going general, you were talking about emotions, you're like, yes, I just wanted to feel clear, I wanted to feel good. So you know for a fact that you were in the vortex. So now the impulse comes, you got to follow it. But the thing, not the secret, but the thing that makes following impulses really easy, but yet so hard and counterintuitive, is that you have to do what feels good to you. Because that's the thing about these impulses that come from source. It'll always be something that you're interested in, but maybe it won't seem the most logical, because maybe it'll be like, well, I can't do that right now. I can't go here right now because I have to be responsible. So you talk yourself out of your impulses. And you know why everyone talks? Wow. You know why everyone talks themselves out of their impulses? Because they don't believe that feeling good. They don't believe that they're worthy to feel good. And we're saying you feeling good is literally, when an impulse comes and it feels like nice and it feels exciting, follow it. Even if you don't know where it's going to lead, follow it, because you know that you're in the vortex. And when you're in the vortex and then the impulse comes, then you know for a fact that this impulse came from the vortex. And so it's worth for you to follow the impulse and follow it all the way out. And so how are you going to know what impulses are yours to follow, are meant to follow? How do you know the impulses that really came from source? You got to follow a few, and then you got to play them all the way out, and you have to see exactly what happens. You have to see it through, and then you'll be able to see through your own life experience what impulses came from where. You'll have that clarifying experience for yourself. You're all doing extremely well, because when you talk about why you want your desire, truly the why of your desire is the best way. It's very easy. First of all, you're not here to prove a point. You're not here to prove your worthiness. You're not here for a big award that makes everyone go, wow, this person is amazing. Because the ultimate award is your inner being's, the inner resonance with your inner being, and how your inner being sees you, and your alignment with that energy that creates worlds, that alignment with how your inner being sees you. And once again, you're not here to justify yourself through hard work. You're just here, and you're just here for fun. So that really leaves just fun, because when you're not trying to prove a point, when you're not trying to make yourself big in front of other people, when you're not trying to win the award because you want to prove yourself to everyone and prove that, yes, I'm the best creator in the world, when you're just here for the fun, then that's what you're left with. You're left with just the fun. It's just the fun. It's all just the fun. And truly, reality will never be as good in your head, because you're a creator. And like we said, you're never going to catch up with your source energy, because your source energy is expanding so fast. And you know why your source energy is expanding so fast? It's not because source is running off without you. Well, it may seem like that. It's because you keep putting more things in the vortex as a result of you living life. You are the one who expands the whole universe. You expand your inner being, and then your inner being runs off, and you have to become one with your inner being momentarily. And when you become one with your inner being, you feel good, impulses come, but boom, you know what happens? You get met with a new manifestation. You get met with a new platform. And then from that platform, you have more contrast. It's like, yes, you're going to manifest a car, but once you get the car, or once you get the house, now you got to figure out what furniture you're going to buy. So there's always more to the story than just your manifestation. It doesn't end. There's no ending. You are eternal. So now we're going to leave this piece with you, and we want you to really apply it with your life, because we're not kidding, you will literally see results, because the law of attraction is just a law. So no matter what subject we're talking about, there's only ever one answer. So we always only have one answer, but we get creative in our ways where we say it too, so that you can really feel it, and you can feel a new expansion, you can feel new understandings, so that the understanding can meet you in a new place, because you're asking different questions. So when we say go general, what do we mean? When we talk about why you want it, why does this object that you want, so think about the object that you want, think about whatever it is that you're wanting, and let's feel some momentum going about it. So here's the thing though, as we feel good about our desires, actually no, let's go general first, and then we'll talk about it after. So let's just have a small mini rampage, and then we'll let you continue on afterwards. So You want your desire because it feels good. It just feels fun. It feels easy. It feels like, yes, I should have whatever I want because I'm invincible, because I can have whatever I want. It's fun. It's easy. It just feels like ease. It feels like flow. It feels like richness. It feels like fun. It feels like bliss. It feels like adventure and joy and fun and so much good times and laughter and good music and adventure and new places and new scents and new air and new buildings, new sights, new friends, new grass, new flowers, new everything. It just feels so easy and fun. And it feels joyous. And you feel like the energy, do you feel how the energy just continues to go up, 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 up? So now that you're in this, you're in the vortex now. We're all in the vortex in this collectively in this now moment. So now that you're in the vortex, you have to remember, you being in the vortex now is not, you don't want to be here like being like, oh, well, yes, this is going to lead to my money. Like, fine, yes, I did think that's going to allow everything that I want to come, because then you short circuit yourself. You want to understand that, hey, right now in this moment, I'm in the vortex. So that means that my point of attraction is clarified. So I'm making my statement of who I am to the universe. So you're saying, universe, I'm ready. I'm the recipient of all this well-being. I am ready. And however way my vortex sees fit, whatever I can let in, let me let it in. Here are the floodgates. I'm opening my floodgates and I'm ready to manifest. I'm ready to receive this vibration in any form that I can, whether it's ideas, adventures, whatever it is, I'm ready. And that's how we want you to approach this manifestation game. We want you to find your grid. We want you to find your stance. We want you to find your marble. And once you're there, once you've established it, we want you to understand that your point of attraction is powerful. And then let it come. Let it all come to you, because everything is going to come to you. But the thing is, you're not going out and looking for something. You're establishing the vibration that matches it, not to make it come. It's not that you're establishing the vibration and then it will come to you, because there you go. You short circuit yourself. You take score. You vibrate more with the absence of it. Instead, we want you to understand that you achieve the vibration, you have the feeling, and now as a result of this new feeling, you have a different point of attraction. And since you have this new point of attraction, now the universe can fill it in, and the universe will fill it in. If you're not taking score, if you just understand that you already did all the work, so now it'll all come out of the vortex. It will come out of the vortex in perfect timing. So you're going to be ready and you're going to receive whatever you can. And don't be afraid. Don't be worried that you're going to be doing things that you don't want to do, that the vortex will give you things that you're not interested in, because truly you will recognize all of it. You will make your statement of who you are, and it will be new, and you will go general, and you will feel the resonance that you feel with source, and then you will feel how the pieces that come, the ideas that come, are such a match to who you really are. You're like, yeah, I recognize this, and this. And so now when you get that impulse and you did this work, imagine you went general, you did this on whatever subject, you built the grid, you talked about the emotional grid, you talk about the emotional feeling. So then the impulse comes, follow it. Follow the impulse. Don't argue with yourself. Follow those impulses and go